I'm doing some unit testing. So here I've set up a player object with a couple of different, we've got some variables here and then some methods to run, and then our unit tests. So let's get into that. Let me make this a little smaller, maybe. There we go. The original plan was to use Xcode and Cocos 2D with my previous project. However, that did not work out because Cocos 2DX is kind of really difficult to get to work with unit testing for some reason. So instead, here's what I've got. We have a bunch of unit tests here. Can enter proper stealth, can leave stealth proper, cannot take negative damage, can take damage, decrease run speed, increase walk speed, start with base damage, and start with max health. To start out, we can see that the health, damage, and run speed are all set from the start, and our damages and whatnot are here. So like take damage, we can go ahead and run these. We can see that they succeed, and then so let's say that this condition wasn't actually here. We would be able to see that, gotta kind of do this refresh dance here. Don't know if that's gonna quit out of, can't. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now if we refresh, we can see that that failed, and that failed on cannot take negative damage because we obviously don't want the player to be able to take a negative amount of damage. So I've added that into there. So these are just some of the tests that are possible. And overall, it's some pretty simple examples that I kind of created in a bit of a rush after I realized that I wouldn't be able to actually accomplish to do the Xcode thing, just to kind of show you what is happening. Just real quick, it's expecting a namespace of Cocos 2D, and it says that pretty much that's invalid and that I shouldn't be able to use that, even though I can. And I believe that actually leads back to, this import here not importing correctly. But at the time, I just didn't have the time to try and figure it out. So I came over here and created a class with a basic structure and a couple functions. Start with max health. All it does is it checks, we set the max health for what we want to check against. We assert that the player's health is equal to the max health. And start with base damage. We want to make sure that the damage is started out with 10. And so this is just another simple check. Then we want to make sure that the player can actually take damage. So that's where this comes in. So we say that the damage the player is going to take is 10. So we have the player take damage. We ensure that it returns true. And then we assert the player's health is equal to 90. And if it is, then this test is succeeded. Cannot take negative damage. So if we set the damage to a negative number, then we come in here and as it processes through here, it gets caught up in this and returns false. We make sure that it does return false here. We want to increase the run speed for this player, so we want to mod the run speed here, this next step. We want to increase the run speed by 3. And so we assert that we instantiate this variable, or this method here, and we make sure that that's equal to true. Set the run speed, or check the run speed, make sure it's equal to 8. Same thing with decreasing the run speed. We want to be able to decrease it as well. We want to be able to increase the walk speed by check for 2. Make sure that that's true. Entering stealth and exiting and leaving stealth, making sure that these set the proper values by calling that method, and then ensuring that the run speed is equal to 1 and the walk speed is equal to 1, and then also the walk speed, and then leaving stealth, walk speed is equal to 1, but run speed is equal to 5. Thank you, and have a good day.